Where does the smoke go from Flusher? Towards the arch, perhaps. We will soon find out as they split the A side. Are these USPs going to be ready? There are Ts flying all over the place. The CTs have a crossfire, but there's only one frag for Flamey so far. Has to reload, and they know where he is. He'll get taken down immediately. Indeed, that smoke is towards the arch position, but the bomb's been lost in pit, and that will buy some extra time before the bomb goes down for the CTs to close in on their rotation. And everyone's getting dropped now, leaving Crims alone. 1 versus 2. He's got a good angle, though, for the time being. Zeus down to 16 HP. He can definitely do this. Might not be easy for him, though. He's got to go for the wide peak, surely. Indeed, he does. Zeus over towards the library now. How does Zeus play this correctly, all things considered? One mistake, one wrong key press, and he will go down. And there it is. 1 versus 1 now. Crims didn't spot Edward. He was right next to Zeus. And Edward is closing the distance, moving to the high ground. They're both tapping with USPs, but it's Edward and Navi to win the pistol round. Or similar rounds with different variations towards the end, which can be helpful with fakes and the like. Simple, aggressive to start. Down to 7 HP already. It's going to be hard to activate him now. Edward with a forward play with the MP7. Trying to get value from these SMGs. So far, so good. Gets a nice upgrade as well.
And deep banana smoke. Control there for the time being. Always nice. But there's loads of time for Fnatic to wait out the smokes and to pressure additional utility and to perhaps contest this position once again. Re-smoke there. JW saw the trajectory, so you can see that's why he's spraying here, because he's anticipating Edward to jump out the position. Ooh, nice tag there. Flusher, Edward down to 30. And if we consider it simple, also a B player is on 7 HP. The B defense looks rather flimsy at this point.
It's really hard for Simple to hold around Banana with how low he is, but with the clock running down, moving into the site, life will be slightly easier unless Molotovs come his way. Maybe fortunately for him, it seems the push is focused on the A site for now. Still 3 smokes around the A site though, so this may be slow and laborious from the T side. Flusher fighting around the arch position, sorry, Flamey and Flusher. And Flamey gets the better of him, so it's going to be hard to push this arch area. And this is where the bomb is, the flashbangs are here, they're forced away, 24 seconds, and they have re-aggressed. But where will they go? Walking around the smoke, library's been smoked off, but there are still 2 CTs on A and a crossfire to deal with.
And they go, ooh, nice, Lecro. That is a big frag there, hard one to get. Now Crims in action with the follow-ups. 2 for him. As now Edward and Simple want to come in from B, but again, as we noted at the beginning of the round, their health is very low. Against these AKs, they are going to melt as they get very quick shots here. But it's Fnatic with all the advantages on the peaks now, as Edward doesn't know exactly where they could possibly be. There's the peak. Well, actually, no, just the penetration there from JW through the crate. And Simple knows there's just no chance here with 7 points of health. So he'll have to back away with this one. Save the AWP into the next round and see what he can do with it there. But it's a very good time for the Fnatic side to get around on the board, as the money for Navi is not really built up all that much just yet.
So Fnatic are the team closer to us. So when they are successful, you may hear some shouting. Interestingly, will he expect to get naded again? Will he have a more passive angle? Let's find out. Edward and Simple flashed off immediately. Edward behind the wall, and there it is. Flusher with the Mach 10. There are 2 more CTs here, though. And he knows Simple could be around the corner.
Ooh.
And he backs off too much, unfortunately for him.
Oh, no.
He will fall to the flames.
Oh, why has he done that, James? Oh, no.
In the moment. So it can be a strong angle for an AWPer to stand on the stairs of the site to get a shot on a T pushing, which is why he threw that Molotov off the wall, for those wondering. 2 CTs per site now. Minute 10 for Fnatic to play with.
JW starting to press towards Arch. We'll be looking to see what's going on there. It's actually free. You can see that Navi is split up 2 to a bomb side. This is the default reaction from a CT side. And it's very hard to defend A because the players are much more split up than on B. So it's usually the more optimal place to attack if you're the T side, and that's what Fnatic are doing in this case. GW darting through the smoke here, looking for the rotation from CT spawn as well as getting a new angle. Now, can't see anything just yet. The rotation is coming in though. Gotta be really cautious here. Looks like Simple's not convinced just yet, but now he starts to move. And JW in that library position could really be very devastating. Oh, doesn't get the kill onto Zeus. Maybe Simple can get into the action now. Oh my god, great defense coming in from the likes of Zeus and Electronic, and indeed, Simple activated at the end.
Which we've seen Navi don't really want to go to after the grenades for the first buy round. Simple towards top mid now, changing the position, and it's Flamey and Edward towards Banana. But Fnatic are charging towards top mid. Big damage being done, but no frags yet.
Oh, but look at the counter grenades. Massive damage indeed. And Navi are really doing a good job at backpedaling at the right moment to be safe against this. Here come more counter grenades. Fnatic need to reconsider what they can do here because Navi are too well prepared. They got good warning of this, and they are not letting up on this bomb site anytime soon. There's all of the members of Navi in position to defend here. Edward will be eliminated, but as you can see, Navi are going to have to work out that this is going to be a very big rotation very quickly as Fnatic lead the charge up to the Banana. They may have a good timing here. If they can smoke off CT, they could perhaps make something happen here.
Flamey's got no flashbangs, nothing, no grenades, nothing to slow them down, but he does have position. There's a minute on the clock here, so no need to go for a really fast plant, but the frags are coming in, mostly for the CT side. This is looking pretty monstrous from Navi. 3 players on Banana for Fnatic. Flusher by the tree. From a tree position, you can offer one smoke from a wall of smoke. Golden pushing through with a flashbang, opening things up onto Edward.
But look at the problem here. The angle held by Simple. He's got the Molotov there. He didn't act. He's going to go down. Nice flick shot to finish things off from Simple. A quick flashbang to deter any trade fragging opportunities as the full rotation comes from the Navi defense. 4 players soon to stand to defend this bomb site. Electronic with a very nice smoke to play with there. Going around it, and everyone is so flashed. This is getting really awkward here for the Fnatic side. Surely there's no way in, but they find a frag onto Flamey. This is getting so weird. All the grenades still there. They've left one player in position, Letcrow, as they go for the rotation towards A. It's just Zeus on the A side. He's perhaps realized what's happened, but Letcrow can still sell the lie. The bomb is on A now. Zeus not in the best of positions, caught with a nade out. This could be very bad for Zeus, and indeed, Fnatic. How on earth? Please explain to me, James, how did they turn this round into a 3v1 with the bomb down on A? That is insane.
You've got to be brave to make rotations like that. If Electronic can hold on to this AWP, then there will be quite a reasonable to good buy for Navi in the next round. An opportunity will be there for them to go, say, 11-1. Electronic scopes past the angle, and JW pressing the E button.
They're already half, well, they're very close to already a very dominant half.
Well, this is the swing round for both teams because someone's about to be broke. And you don't want it to be your team. So far, so good. Simple doing what he does, backing off to the site as well. Will Fnatic be brave enough to chase him down? Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's a bad one. You see Zeus boosted onto the short roof. Golden perhaps waiting for a re-aggression, but Simple's definitely calmed down from those shenanigans in his history at top flight CSGO. More matured player these days. Definitely playing for the team.
Oh, absolutely. It's like night and day, isn't it? Simple's evolution. Now, things start to calm down a little bit, entering the mid-rounds. And Fnatic start to make their way towards A. And very passive positions from Navi has them in a spot where they don't really know what's going on, but they're going to rely on the number advantage. But as you say, critical round. The money could be broken for either side. So now the entries should start to go the way of one of these two teams. Pop flash there off the angle. Flamey looking for the perfect moment to peek out. There it is. The spray's good there from Zeus and Flamey. One more player to go up though, and looks like Flamey will evade JW shenanigans. And this has failed massively for Fnatic. The worst has happened. Really good presence of mind there from JW just to throw away the AWP.
Yeah, just suicides. Doesn't give them a gun to collect. To wall off the front of the site as well. And it seems it will be the latter, in fact. Bouncing off the roof at the front. They used to make a play into construction with this kind of setup. There's no smoke towards CT at the moment, though, and Flamey has the angle. So how do they make it onto the site? They can plant a bomb in this smoke, should they choose to commit, but they're just trapped around the choke points at the moment.
We saw this before, though, and they managed to somehow convert it into a round win. JW, though, playing through the smoke in towards CT. Is that going to make the difference as they start to challenge one by one into Edward? That's not going to be a winning solution. JW now, he was one of the sort of aces in the hole for them in this round, but not if they're all dead. He's sort of going clutch into the site, eventually taking down Edward, spraying around the corner, unable to find the kill onto Flamey, and that's going to be the round there for Navi. They're deep.
Edward's on his own. Flamey could come back and they could have a bait set up here. Edward almost wants to go through the smoke, but it was too deep. His teammate spots somebody in the smoke, comes back out again. Who's going to get the first frag here? It's going to be Navi. Flamey trying to hold down Arch, but he gets traded.
Very confident stuff from Flamey despite the trade, and would have wondered what would have happened if Edward have peeked that position, gone through the smoke, but he is still lurking, providing presence. JW walks into Zeus's angle, and there's no trade attempt. It's very slow here. These very spaced out attacks might not work for the Fnatic side, but still they will claim the bomb site, 2v2. And the smoke is now down as well. So another after plant situation where Fnatic are in with a very solid opportunity. Simple and Edward, the B-men, looking to make this work for Navi.
Simple rotated many moons ago. The B bomb site was abandoned just as Flusher was rotating as well. And you see Flusher is expectant. Edward in apartments. Will he walk straight into the crosshair? He will! Almost missed by Flusher, but he manages to get the kill ultimately. Simple looking for the trade frag now. He swaps out for an AK-47. The smoke obscures his vision towards the apartments area, but he gets the frag anyway. Where is Crims? Crims dancing around the box, hiding behind the pillar. Simple has no idea. It is a desperate third round for Fnatic. Only Crims survives. As Simple just wants to say hello. Zeus now just missing JW as it comes through the smoke, but maybe spotted, but it's used to go down. No eyes now towards the arch position. No info towards Banana. Fnatic could try to pinch the B bomb site if they wanted to, and that will draw Simple away, leaving Electronic with a lot to do towards the pits.
Just pausing at the moment, cutting noise. There's a smoke, but what does it mean? Navi asking questions. The tensions are high. Still unsure as to exactly what Fnatic are doing. It could be a fake, it could be a double fake, who knows? Right now they're going to go for the gamble. Simple starts the rotation as Flusher leads the way in, but Edward picks off JW. That confirms everything. Flamey now laying into them. That's great stuff from Flamey from the back of the bomb site with the AWP, and Fnatic seem unable to push their way onto the bomb site. Flamey again, Edward again, and 12. You'd love to see that.
He is the raid boss. Crimson Lecro passing top mid, not choosing to engage, and that is the power of the P250 all the way up mid in the face. Lecro going back out of the apartments now. Flusher coming over towards A, but it's going to be a really hard situation with which to get information. Golden alone towards B. This is a really bad spot for Fnatic.
Golden is going to have to go off, isn't he? I mean, he is very good individually, very good with pistols as well. But this is just such a tall order. Golden with the jiggle peek here. How does he play this? Does he commit for frags? Gets the spot. Or does he prioritize staying alive, maintaining position in construction? Well, it looks like a rotation comes in from the likes of Flusher. Although, for the Navi players, will be back into mid. And Flusher's back there as well. So it looks like Fnatic are reading this quite well at the moment. But Navi do still have a solid numbers advantage to play with.
Three Fnatic players lying in wait. Flusher will surely get a pick before Fleming gets anywhere near JW. Oh, there it is. Spotting one player towards shot, but is it too late? Lecro on the site, but he's just holding angles. Can he get a second kill here onto Edward? Just dancing around, being a bait now as JW takes him from behind. Lecro with a great headshot there. One player left. Fnatic bring it back after the very early pick from Simple. In fact, the only frag there for Navi was at the
round loss bonus is accruing for Navi, and they're getting to the point where they'll have a buy if they get a bomb plant anyway. So, good pre-nades. That's Electronic down straight away. That's a good start for the Fnatic side.
Back to the Stone Age for him.
But they need to do more here. That said, they can play the 5v4. They can play it chill if they would like to. No need to take any big risks at this point.
Still though, they don't necessarily want to allow an execution from their opponent. As that grenade, there's a grenade which lands and blooms much faster than that one that you throw from second mid. That takes an insanely long time to land, so long that you saw Fnatic just push and throw a Molotov top mid. Anyway, Navi are here and they've got plenty of time, so ultimately it matters not. 3 players round the A site for Fnatic. Crims will be key. We've seen him deliver an unusual amount of frags in a very terrible position. and later on he may need to do the same.
It's very tense for Fnatic. Right now the utility, they are being burned. Or rather, the utility's been burned away, so surely. No, that's a angle for Crims. Oh, wow, he gets the second one as well. That's big there from the Crims, as I should say, the anchor so commonly, and he shows exactly why he's often put in those positions. Now just down to Simple. Can't get much from that, though. Beautiful. Took a deep peek on it, and they'll start to rotate Flusher around to help A, but will it be soon enough?
Crims, here's the grenades being primed, spots loads of people on the balcony. They've got problems. That might run distractions. Edward charges in with a frag onto Lecro, but there's another player to find on the site, and it's Crims. Gets one kill, but he's surely running out of bullets. JW, long-range Mag 7, desperation, just can't get anything done. 2 on 3. Golden creeping through the smoke as more grenades are deployed by the T side. JW walks into the AWP. Golden, the point of no return. Navi popping off now on the other side of the studio. 14 to seize, nobody top mid, but surely there isn't time to rotate. Flusher moving towards short, wondering what's going on. They're finding the information out too late. Fnatic, they're on the wrong side of the site now. Wrong side of the map. Golden taken down, nobody else on B. JW though has managed to make it to construction, but what good will it do at this point? It's a 5 versus 3. Simple and Electronic and Edward have 12 HP between them, but there are still 3 more players, and all 5 have dangerous weapons for Fnatic to deal with. Not the most ideal positions for Fnatic. No flashes, no rifles, no nothing really for Fnatic here. 2 on 4 now. The double peek comes in. Great play from Navi. Flush can still do big damage here, but they won't win the round. And right now, that's all Navi care about. Focused. Even Zeus leading the charge through the smoke with the bomb. So what is the play here from Navi? Making a lot of noise. But it's very early on in this round. Minute 20 on the clock for the time being. So Fnatic won't do anything crazy. Necro and Crims both in forward positions in apartments. Now, that could end up being something should Navi come back. But if they don't, then there may be match for Navi.
I like the pressure from Navi. Again, it's something that you see some teams fail to do in this position. Just because you're against pistols and it can be scary, you need to make sure you force out utility. And that's exactly what Navi have done towards Banana. They've forced a lot of smokes out from them, and only one player has a smoke left. It's Lecro, and he's obviously on the other side of the map. Misses the Mag 7 shot. That is insane. Usually he's always going to be good for those. And we can see Flamey just playing contact in towards the B-bomb site, and he's going to find Golden. Easy kill for him. Looking very, very strong now for Navi to close this one down. Ooh, Simple. Almost caught with the bomb there, though.
Yeah, things are getting really awkward. Edward and Crims are fighting on balcony. Now Crims is in CT spawn and Edward is on T ramp. Flusher in the smoke. 15 seconds trying to play the numbers game, but cover was there. One will be planted. 4 versus 1. Crims with 16 HP and an MP9. Navi are well on their way to legend status once again. 3 of the 4 players on the site. They don't know where Crims is. He's managed to sneak in. He's been spotted now. 10 HP taken away and all the rest. Navi make their way to Boston.
We say hello to Navi, a new Navi perhaps. A Navi that could perhaps surprise everyone. They've been working on this for so long, James. We've seen the story go up, we've seen the story go down, we've seen hope, we've seen promises made, we've seen promises broken, we've seen 5 different types of Simple. But is this the type